Well, good morning and welcome to A Little Bit of Makeup and a Whole Lot of Jesus. It has been kind of a technology nightmare over here. I hope that your morning is going a little better than what I have been currently experiencing today. And as it is, I can't hear anything. So let's just hope that everything is functioning correctly and that you can hear me today. So welcome to season 2 of A Little Bit of Makeup and a Whole Lot of Jesus. It is a joy to get to spend some time with you. And I did not start out by saying, good morning, beautiful. It's nice to be here with you. I am just going to check and make sure. Yes, it looks like my volume is on and we are going today. So, woo, gotta love technology when it doesn't do what it is supposed to do. So let's take a look at, looks like we're still live. Okay, one place says we're down, the other place says we're working. So we're just gonna run with it today. Okay, so we're going to spend about the next, 45 minutes together or so, working on some beauty on the outside and some beauty on the inside. So just kind of a reminder, our foundation verse for this podcast is Psalm 119, verse 11. I have hidden your word in my heart that I might not sin against you. And, usually at this time, we look at our coloring journal that we're using, and then we talk about that. So had a couple things kind of glitch, so got a coming soon for you. So no QR code for today, but super excited because in season 2, we are going to be memorizing the book of James. That's right. In season 1, we kind of dabbled around in some different passages, Old Testament, New Testament, learned some different things. But this year, not year, but season 2, we are going to be learning the book of James in its entirety. So let's just kind of look at where we were last episode. So the last episode we had, the word of God is sharper than any two-edged sword, and that comes from Hebrews 4:12. So hope you enjoyed that. I loved the imagery on that graphic there. So if you didn't get a chance to look at that, make sure that you go back and take a look at that. That was just a beautiful picture. So like I said, we're going to be working on season 1. We're going to be doing the book of James. So book of James, James 1:1. I, James, am a slave of God and the Master Jesus, writing to the Master Jesus, writing to the 12 tribes scattered to the kingdom come. Hello. And that is James 1:1. The passages this time are going to be coming from the Message. A couple of things I like about that translation. It's really a paraphrase, but anyways, it's a little more down to earth, kind of in the language that we would speak and understand. So it kind of summarizes a little bit, boils things down, put in a little more modern vernacular. But I thought that was a great way to ingest the book of James and to have that mean more to us and be more relevant to us. So that is going to be fun. So we're going to get that going. We're going to get that verse kind of going in that ticker down along the bottom. And you are going to see that. Let me get this thing minimized down here. Okay, there we go. You're going to see that scrolling across the bottom. Now, that's a little longer than we usually do. So when we get to that as our timer, we're going to be having some good lash curling going on today. And if you've been with me for a minute, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're new with this, you'll figure it out in just a second. So let me actually get the chat going on here so I can see that over there. All right. So I would love to see, now that we've finished season 1 in the Word and Color coloring book, I would love to see some of your pictures of how your graphics turned out. How did your verses come out? So shoot me a picture, comment with a picture, shoot me a video, whatever. I would love to see it. So let's just get in with our makeup look today. We are going to be doing a pink and green look for today. I liked it kind of with a little mint. I couldn't find a mint that I super loved. So we're just going to go with kind of a green in this one palette because then everything's all in one palette and that makes it kind of super simple. So plus, you know how I love to use palettes to their fullest extent. So we're going to be playing with a new MAC palette today. And, well, not super new, but a new MAC palette today. And then we'll use that for a couple weeks and just kind of see what different things you can do with that one palette so that you don't have, just those same 3 colors get used out of your palette. You actually use the whole thing. All right, so let's jump right in. We are going to be using our Urban Decay. This is the All-Nighter Primer. Couple things that does for you fabulous. Number 1, it's going to keep your let me get my clip on first. Uh, there we go. Just get the hair out the way. I know it's getting so long, right? Yeah, I can see your comments. All right, so we're going to be again using the Urban Decay All Nighter Primer. So things this does wonderful for you. One of the things it does great for you is it's going to keep your foundation from separating. It is going to help control oil to a certain extent. You're just going to use one pump. It is going to kind of extend the life of your foundation. So if you have problems with separating, sliding, any of that kind of thing, it is going to solve that for you. So just get that between your fingers. It's also going to help minimize fine lines, wrinkles, pores. Just does so many things. Make sure you get around your lips to reduce bleed out from whatever lip products you're choosing today. I think today I've got a lot of MAC going on. But MAC is awesome. You're not really a MAC user, don't know much about it. Get to my store and see my girl, Jordan. Jordan is a little slice of awesome. You will love her. She is so gifted. So we're going to start out with our It Cosmetics by Under Eye. This is in the shade 11 Light Nude. And we're just going to use a little ribbon of that. This works better once it's warmed up. So just a little ribbon of that. Under the eye there. Down the center of the nose. Any place that you want to conceal something. Could be hyperpigmentation. Could be darkness under the eyes. Could be, I don't know, whatever. We're going to give that a minute while we talk. And then we're just going to blend that out a little with our finger to start with. And we're just going to let that set there for a second, all nice and sweetly. Okay, let me see. Okay, a couple of weird chats. Yeah, if you're going to try to do some sort of promotion to me, don't do it to me while I'm live. That's just kind of rude. Okay, so we're going to be using our Beauty Blender. This is the Once Upon a Blend. Use that little pointy tip right there. That we're going to use for the concealer, just so we can kind of get it everywhere exactly where we want it. And we're going to try something a little different today when we get to our contouring part. So brace yourself. Okay, so just going to get that where we want it. And you can see how that has just evened out the skin tone. I've kind of blended it down to my cheek a little to get rid of redness, which is why I have it on my nose too. All right, now we are going to switch gears to our foundation. I am using the Lancome. This is the Tint Idole. This is in the shade 225 Neutral. And we're just going to use some kind of partial pumps to work our way around our face. So literally, we're just doing like a little doop. About that much there. Going to start in the center. Just dabbing around. And yes, that's true. You can use a dry beauty blender if you want. If you use a brush, you're going to get more coverage. Beauty blender kind of in the middle, or, you know, those disposable sponges. You could also use your fingers if you want to. Not that I recommend that, especially if you're a combo skin. But, you know, do what works for you. Another partial pump. We're going to go over here. Get the cheek on this side. Another partial pump. I know I'm super excited to try one of the things we're going to try today. I keep telling myself, don't try this new stuff while you are live. Guess what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to try it out and see how we like it. Yesterday, I tried a new foundation. I'm glad I didn't do that on here. While I dearly love Juvia's Place, I didn't really enjoy that new foundation too much. It is a medium coverage. I think it's called Radiance something or another. Didn't set well with combo skin for me anyways. Tried setting it with a powder and just a little too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a medium coverage girl. Do love me some Juvia's Place though. That's right. Everybody is different. So if you like a good glow, you like a medium coverage, try it out. There wasn't anything bad with it other than that. Okay, and then totally forgot, getting out of order a little here. Let's get under the chin there so we can blend that out nicely to our neck here. Okay, now usually, I'm kind of a contour powder girl. So usually we would set it and then we move on to the contouring. But today we're going to be using some liquid contouring and some liquid blush. So we are just going to jump in and let's try it. So this is going to be the Tinty Doll Ultra Rare All Over Concealer. This is in the shade 470. And we are just going to, I think I'm going to get it a little bit higher than usual. Okay, give me another one over there. There we go. And we're just going to do a little across here. Let's get a little down the nose, catch it on the tip, under the jawline. All right. And then for our highlight, we're going to be using the Lancome Tinty Doll Ultra Wear. This is the 090, which I believe is Ivory. So you're going to catch that up on spots where you want the light. I'm going to get it right in there. I think we'll catch it here, down here. All right. Now for the fun part, this is a new blush. This is from Juvia's Place. Told you I love me some Juvia's Place. This is the Juvia's Place new blush. This one is called Blush Lily Glow. Okay, these are super beautiful, but they're also very pigmented. So we are not going to be putting very much over here. Okay, that middle one's a little big. All right, so we're just going to run with it. So we're going to take the chunky end of our beauty blender that we just used for our foundation, and we're just going to blend that all out. There you go. And I think I'm a little more highlighting here, so we're just going to catch that up. There, 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 there. And I feel like I wasn't generous enough with the blush color. I was kind of afraid of it a little bit, to be honest with you. So let's just come back with a little more of that pink here. Oop, maybe not that much. And we're just going to give ourselves some dots right here. And let's blend that out just a little bit. Still using the chunky end here. You could use your fingers for this. Let me get this out the way. There we go. And I don't know if you can see it on here or not, but that just has a beautiful glow about it. All right, now that we've got that just about the way we want it, today I'm going to be using a different setting powder. I am using the MAC Studio Fix. This is the Pro Set Blur. And this one, the lid kind of screws off, but it has a puff inside of it for you. And then you just flip this out and press it in. So we're just going to go and press that in and set everything. Okay, and maybe it's because it's a sheer, but I still feel like I could use a little more. Typically, you don't do this on the top of your powder, but whatever. Let's go here. Let's get you a little more here. Okay, now I may have overdone it. Okay, I feel like I like that better than I liked it the other way. Okay, so you just got to kind of play with it. Like I said, give yourself a little time. Don't be in a hurry. And now we're going to take that and we're going to just set that. Okay. Yay! Now we are going to move on to, well, actually, let's say our verse together first. So we've got that verse scrolling across our screen down there. It's a little long, so let me see if I can catch it over here. Here we go. Let me wait till it rolls around. Okay, you ready? Here we go. I, James, am a slave of God and the Master Jesus, writing to the 12 tribes scattered to the kingdom come. Hello, James 1:1. Okay, so we are going to move on to our lips today. This is going to be so fun. How many of you have ever memorized an entire book of the Bible? I'm seeing some no, not yet. Okay, so this will be the first time for me as well. So we are just going to go on this journey together. Now, I'm going to be lining my lip today. This is with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil, and this is in the color Jilted. So we're going to, right on the edge, we're going to straddle that line on our lips. There you go. You probably want a little sharper pencil than what I'm working with at the present moment. So I'm going to grab my Ulta Beauty pencil sharpener. Love this one because it has that little lid on there so all your stuff doesn't fall everywhere. There you go. And get that just a little tiny pointier. Here we go. And then you're going to come just inside that line. And with a little lighter pressure, just line it again. Take a step back. Make sure you like the shape you just gave yourself. And then today we're going to be using the MAC. This is the matte lipstick. And this is in the shade Candy Yum Yum. You know how I love me some Candy Yum Yum. Okay, look at this. How can you just not love that color of pink? Okay, so we're going to start in that Cupid's bow there. I know, right? It's spectacular. Okay. And you're going to lipstick right over the line that you just created. There you go. Same thing on the bottom. Give a look, make sure you like all your lines. Nice. That is such a spectacular color. I just love that color. MAC is reformulating their lipsticks. And so if you're like me and you love the texture, the finish, the way it applies for the Candy Yum Yum, come get what you want. Come get it before all they have is the new formulation. New formulation is supposed to be a little more hydrating, supposed to glide on a little smoother, but once you like what you like. Okay, so we are going to switch, and this is what I was talking about. This is our new palette. This right here is the MAC Connect in Color eyeshadow palette. There are some beautiful colors in here. So this is what you got here. We're going to be today we're going to be working in the white, the pink, the orange, and this kind of green color right here. Actually, let's do this green now that I'm thinking about it. I think I like that better. I really wanted a mint color, but kiwi lime, that'll work. Okay, so we're going to start out with our all over shadow brush, and we're going to do that in the white all over shadow brush. This is It Cosmetics. We're going to get right up next to that brow right there. Just give it a nice coat of that white. You're not really going to see this very much, but we do just want to give some kind of foundational color here. Okay. And then we're going to, actually, I think I'm going to use the same brush just for the pink. So same brush, pink. Look at that pigment. Oh, so beautiful. And we're just going to cover. If you have hooded eyes like me, you're going to do about 3/4 of your lid. So we're going to go up to right about there. And these go on so smooth. I'm not seeing any fallout at all. This is marvelous. That's right. Fallout is the stuff that just kind of dusts down and drifts and get on your cheek while you're working with your eyeshadow. It's very annoying, especially when it is dark colors. Okay. So I am going to use the inside of the brush there to try to make sure I catch that corner really good. There we go. And just to ensure I don't have any, I'm going to dust away. There we go. All right. And I know here in Texas, we've got some kind of pollen-y stuff happening in the air today. So I don't know if you're like me, but you may have to be dusting your eyes a few times, just like me. So now I'm going to be using an angled brush. This has a nice little angle. We're mostly going to be using the flat part of the brush right now. So we're going to lightly just tap into the orange. And we're just going to put that right where that white met the pink. And just blend that out a little bit. We just want a hint of that in there. And yes, I mean, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and, wing that out if you want. I just don't think a wing looks very good on my particular eye shape. We're going to go back and grab that brush that we started with a little bit and just tap it in the white and just blend out a little to get those blended. There we go. Nice. And today we're not going to be using let's go ahead and do our lining. So we're going to be using the NYX, then we'll come back and finish the last of the shadow colors. So we're going to be using the NYX. This is the retractable eyeliner, and this is in black. Start out on the outside corner. And you're going to go about, with this particular thing, you're going to go about halfway in, maybe a third or 2/3. There we go. And then on the bottom, you're going to go from the outside to about halfway. Just a light little, there we go. And I don't know if you saw that when I came up. I don't think I did a very good job with the setting under the eye. So let's fix that before we get on with the eyeshadow. There we go. Blend that out just a smidge. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to grab our eyeliner brush. That is just going to be a fine angled brush like this. You're going to be using the tip of that, and we're going to grab that kind of limey green color right on that edge there. That is going to go under the eye. You can use the side of that liner brush just a little bit if you want to bring that down. And then I'm just going to bring it up just a smidge right there on the edge. You could also use the smudger if you want to kind of bring that green up a little bit onto the upper lid. Might actually put a little more product there if you wanted to do that. Okay, we're just going to make sure we've got enough product there. Go ahead and look forward. Make sure you got both sides even. All right. We are going to grab our Too Faced Better Than Sex Liquid Glide on Liquid. What is this? Easy Glide Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I know, it's a lot of words. Okay, I stored this one upside down so the tip always has product in it. So we are going to work that from the outside of our eye, right there on that top, to the inside. Just a nice thin line. There you go. And we'll grab the other side here. Now I did see as we were getting a little close up there, I have got a little bit of this going on. So we're going to take our bullet and we're just going to blend that out right there. Much better. I know, I love this thing. If you don't have one of these, you should get one of these. This is an IT Cosmetics number 310, or something that is that shape. I love the versatility of that particular brush tip. It is just so easy for correcting things that don't go right. So whatever your brow product is that you have right now, that is what we are going to be using. For me, that is going to be the, what is this one called? This one is called the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil Crayon in Cupcake. If you have fashion colors, sometimes it's difficult to find brow products. That are the colors that you need for the color of hair that you have at the time. So I have so loved these. These go on, they hang tough, they stay tight, they don't go anywhere as long as you're not, reaching them, touching your brows or something. So if you have any problems with your brows, you don't like the shape, you need some help, you don't know what color, you don't know which brow product, come in and see my girl Olivia, and she will get you connected with your brow products. She'll do brow mapping. She can do tinting. Oh, that's super fun. She can do lamination. You name it, she's got it with your brows. So come in and see Olivia. And we're just going to follow that brow shape around. Let me extend it out a little, raise it up just a smidge. If you like to set your brows with some sort of a brow setter gel, pomade, whatever it is you got, go ahead and do that. I know I do have a couple of brow tools. I just don't have enough hair to use them. It's kind of like watching a bald man brush their hair. Okay. But you know, one day skinny brows are going to come back, and I gotcha. All right, so give a look back. Make sure you got both sides kind of even. Everything's starting in the same place. Everything's ending in the same place. Once you have got your brows the way you like them, go ahead and set them, and then you will be ready for our next step, which is going to be mascara and our lashes. So for today, I am going to be using the Bad Gal Bang mascara, and you know I have been playing and loving my Tweezer Man. This one is called, what is the name of this one? Tweezer Man Onyx Great Grip Eyelash Curler. So we're going to start with that eyelash curler, make sure our lashes are going in the right direction and all that good stuff before we put our mascara on. So you're going to take your lash. Ooh, let me scroll down so I can see my verse while it's going, because you've got it on your screen there, but I can't see that. Okay, here we go. So we're going to get our lash curler in place. So find a sweet spot there. Make sure it is not pinching your lid. Whenever you've got it ready, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Say that verse. I, James, am a slave of God and the Master Jesus, writing to the 12 tribes scattered to the kingdom come. Hello, James 1:1. Say it one more time. I, James, am a slave of God and the Master Jesus, writing to the 12 tribes scattered to the kingdom come. Hello, James 1:1. Well, hello has an exclamation point after it. Okay. I know, right? Okay, here we go. Other side. You ready? Find your sweet spot. Get ready. And 3, 2, 1. I, James, the slave of God and the Master Jesus, writing to the 12 tribes scattered to kingdom come. Hello, James 1:1. Say that one more time. I, James, am a slave of God and the Master Jesus, writing to the 12 tribes scattered to the kingdom come. Hello, James 1:1. All right. So that verse is a tidge long for twice, but you know what? All it means is that your lash is going to be wonderfully curled. So we're good. So, Bad Gal Bang. And can you see what just happened there? Evidently, well, I'm not sure if it's the eye watering or if it is the liner wasn't dry, but you see I got a little transfer like right over there. So we're going to take the liner brush that we had going. You're going to wipe the green off, grab some of that pink, and touch that up. There we go. Okay, get the mascara on the other side before it sets and dries. There we go. And we're just doing a little, just like a one coat, just because we want our lashes to blend in with the black false lashes we're fixing to put on. Fixing, yes, that's a technical term. Got a little touch happening over here. Let's get that. There we go. Okay, now the bottom lashes. Bottom lashes, we want to make sure we cover a little bit more to balance out the false lashes we're going to put on. So, grab my magnifying mirror here. And you're just going to kind of spin that brush all around a little bit so you're getting nice coverage on every little lash hair you got down here. All right, sweeping up on the underneath so we can catch those tips really nice. And then brush in. And then we'll switch to the other side while trying to not get mascara on our hand. Okay. And now the other side. And I see I've got liner transferring over here too. What is happening today? All right. So we're going to take that brush, the liner brush, which had the pink on it. We're going to wipe that off a little bit. We're going to come over here and fix that over there. I feel like I need just a smidge more green. You do you. Whatever look you want. You want a little more? Give yourself a little more. I think some of it has to do with this insane amount of pollen we have in the air and the fact that my eyes are watering just a tidge. Okay. Yes, it is. I know, right? So you can see this is definitely a live that we are doing today. We're going to see if we can fix all of this. Okay, just leave well enough alone. The lashes that we are going to be using today are you know how much I love my Juvia's lashes, but today we're going to be using the Kiss. This is the Royal Silk Lash. I like these because they have a nice, it has a little bit, you've got like sparse-full, a little bit of diversity in the lash. And then also it has a clear band. You know how much I love those. But I really like the curl. Let me show you these. Look at the curl in that. Can you see that? That is just an amazing curl. These are just super beautiful on. So remember, when you trim your lashes, if this is a new pair for you, you're going to start by trimming on the outside corner of the lash and then kind of dry fit, set it in place. Make sure that the lash is a good fit. Use your little tools. Don't be poking your finger in your eye. So we're going to grab the lash from the center of the band there. And then let me just give a little trim here. Looks like we got a little something going cray-cray on this one. The lash adhesive, we are going to put on the main part of the band, kind of the front facing here. Then we're going to turn it and make sure that we get it on the back part of the band there. Our lash adhesive that we're going to be using today is the Allure. This is the 18-hour lash. Like this one because it has a great paddle on it. So we're just going to be getting that lash adhesive on the edge there. And then also on the back side where it's going to go against your skin. And we'll set that one down. We'll grab the other one. And that is going to go on the top here. And then a little bit kind of gently on that back side, making sure that we're paying special attention to the corners of the lash so that it stays firmly planted where you want it to be, like all day. So we're just going to fan this a little bit to try to speed up the dry time on that. Once you see the adhesive has gone from that kind of super shiny, wet looking state to a little less glossy, then you know that it is ready to be put on. And looks like I've got a little something here, so we're just going to nip that off real quick. There we go. And let's see if we can go ahead and do that. This one is a little bit of a flare. We've got a smaller lash on the inside and a longer lash on the outside. So we know that this one goes here. So we're just going to take that, set it right down in the center, right where your lash meets your eyelid there. And we're going to take the inside edge, make sure that adjusts right. Outside edge, we're going to take that, get that right up against that lid there. There we go. Make sure it's touching right. Going to take the tip, make sure our lashes are working with that lash. Just kind of press it into place. I know I told you those are beautiful. All right, now we're going to take the other side. Just to give that a little bit of fan. Look at the difference. Doesn't that just make such a difference? And I can feel my eye watering already. So before we put that other one on, let me just dab that. Here we go. Fanning it down, making sure we got enough dry time on that. Again, you're going to set it right there in the center. I'm going to work the inside down. And then the outside edge. Looks like this is being a little persnickety. There we go. Come on. There you go. Just going to take the tool, make sure that our lash is touching everywhere. Working our lashes into the lashes there. We're going to try to bring this one down just a smidge. Come on. Right there. Okay. And I still got some watering going on over here, so let me get that. All right. Just going to press, make sure those are where they need to be. Okay. Nice. Okay, let me see what we got going on now. You can see, as you're looking, you can see that I've got that nice pink. You've got that barely orange that you can see. And then the nice green up underneath there, just for a little bit of contrast. Kind of open up that eye a little bit. So, wow. Last thing that we need to do today is we need to set everything that we've got. This is our Urban Decay De-Slick. And we are just going to give that a couple shakes. Mist that down. Let it dry down a little bit. There you go. Well, today has been a fun day. Despite all of our technical difficulties that we started with, it has been a joy to hang out with you this morning. I look forward to seeing you throughout the week on social media. Better yet, come see me at my store in Midlothian, Texas. So we have finished our last verse that we did for season 1. So what we're going to do is we are just going to watch a review video of season 1. And then next week we'll be looking at a new video getting ready for season 2. So right. Well, for those of you that have been hanging with me for a while, how did you do? I know some of those go so fast. You only get 4 seconds per slide, but I hope you did well. If you are just now joining us, feel free to go back and watch other episodes, either for the makeup application aspect of it or for the scripture memorization part of it. All right. So, our scripture verses again for season 2 are going to be coming from coming soon announcement. So I'll try to get something out to you this week so that you can kind of be a part of that until it gets released. So that's coming. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. You can find a little bit of makeup on a whole lot of Jesus on your favorite podcast platform. Apple Podcasts, Podbean, YouTube, Instagram. You get it. All right. So let me send you off with a blessing today. You know how much I love scripture and songs. So this is a blessing for you today. The Lord bless you and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift his face toward you and give you peace. Oh, Heavenly Father, how I thank you so much for those who have hung out with me today in spite of all the difficulties, Father. I pray that you would bless them this week, that you would bless our journey together in season 2 as we strive to memorize the book of James, Father, that you would give us the mental capacity, the wherewithal to stick with it every single week, Father, that these would be words that would encourage and edify us, that this journey would inspire others too as well. And I pray that you would help us to recount these words, these verses, as we're meeting with others, that they would help to encourage others in our lives as well. Father, I just pray a blessing on them this week, that you would be with them and that you would guide them in everything that they do. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, it has been a beautiful time with you today. I hope that you have a wonderful week. God bless you. Look forward to seeing you on A Little Bit of Makeup and a whole lot of Jesus.com.